What's up, Goodfoot? Try it one more time. What's up, Goodfoot? I'm David Little. The first David is silent. I'm here to get naked in front of you. That's what it is when you get up here and you do comedy. You just you just take the robe off. Okay. Anyway. So, this is the crazy times we're living in. I appreciate the love songs. We need some positivity. Akron, Downey, California represent. Y'all are great, man. Weren't they good? Yeah. I mean, that's not easy to do that. Get up there. One other thing I got to do. I'm going to turn my light on up here. When you're black, see, and you try to take yourself, and you go back and you do the editing, you realize, those white guys, they come out better, but, you come out here, you got to turn the light on, especially if you don't want to look really like a green, short avatar. Try. So, anyway. Yeah, did anybody see that movie? Crazy movie. Django. What's happening here? We got a black president, and we got movies about black men whipping their masters. What's up with that? Some people are just losing their mind. I'm worried about. The thing I'm concerned about mostly is people that are buying guns. Gun sales are up. Crazy people are out. They're out, and there are people that are, you buy something at the store, you get a car or something, you want to drive it, right? You want to use it, right? So I know there's some people that, maybe don't even have their permit, but they got a gun, right? And they're just they're just looking. And just let me tell you, folks. Okay, let me tell you. Quietly. When you're black, you're afraid of friendly fire. You ever heard of that term? Friendly fire? That's when somebody's oh man, dude. I'm sorry. I thought you were the one. I thought you were the angry black man. No, I'm the angry black man because you shot me. Now I'm angry. I'm really angry. It's crazy. I think we got, anybody believe in ETs? Extraterrestrials? I do. I think they're among us. I do. And not just the way my hair looks in the morning, You sure think I was from outer space. But I think they look at how we treat each other, and they go and people say, disclosure. They're like, hell no. Who are you going to come out here? You all are lighting each other up, losing your minds. It's not time yet. Might not ever be time, but if they have some special technology that would disable all these weapons that we have, I heard they did it one time. They came in we were going almost on the verge of missiles going off and disabled it just to show that they could. But if they could show us how to drop our guns and weapons and learn how to love, man, that'd be pretty cool. I'm getting too preachy here. You like it? That's just, you gotta think on that wavelength. Anyway, anybody having sex tonight? I should qualify that. Anybody having sex with a hot chick? Those guys, we think about that all the time. We're just built that way. That's how our plumbing is. Who the guys that were out there? We were standing in line. We were talking about that. And I thought that all this time I was thinking the guitar players got the girls. Someone told me it's the drummers. Is that true? Oh boy, I gotta get my drumsticks. I used to carry a guitar case, empty guitar case. Didn't know how to play guitar. Just to be cool. And, we got a battle going on over here. No. what are you battling over here? Musician wars?
They say it's the basis.
It's the basis? Okay, we should ask the girls. The girls would know. Okay, girls. Okay. By applause. Do you like the guitar players? By applause. If you're here with a dude that's playing guitar, you sure better clap, or else you're in trouble. You're walking home to Akron, Ohio, or to... Okay, by applause. Ladies, drummers. Did we leave an instrument out? Oh, okay, by applause, ladies. Singers. I'm gonna sing a song next week. Just get ready. I get the DVD ready, and I'll bring my drumsticks. And I got a drumstick. Oh. I'm not the kind of guy that like does the same joke over and over again. So like I always write new material. So like right before I'm getting ready to go up, I'm like writing stuff that's kind of new and kind of different and everything like that. I was going to my pocket and I pulled out an electric bill, PGE, and I just started thinking, we're getting so comfortable with technology. They said that one day we're going to be like, we're going to have chips put in ourselves, cyber chips. And you know what my fear is? My fear is that the PG electric bill, when my bill is overdue like it is right now, everywhere I go, the power is going to go out. Because I haven't had to pay. All of a sudden I'll be here and talking and be like, lights will go out, it'll be dark. They'll make an announcement. Somebody's got, David, you got to leave, man. You got to turn the lights on, man. They shut it off, man. Pay your damn bill. Here, I don't trust technology. I don't trust technology all the way. But one thing, I was at a bus stop yesterday because I take public transportation, and for some reason I meet beautiful women there. It's like almost like rainy and everything. This beautiful woman, she comes up and she's just walking up. She just walks up and puts herself on the bench. She starts taking off her shoes, and I'm getting excited because I haven't had this kind of action in a long time. I'm getting excited. She's coming up and start taking her, and she says, "Oh, excuse me for taking off my wet socks and everything like that. You got beautiful toes. Toes look better than mine." And she said she had just sold her car. And, I'm thinking, oh boy, poor baby, because I'm thinking in the back of my mind, and you guys, back me up if I'm right or wrong. You're thinking, this is a hot chick. She can play that hot chick pass. She's got credit for life, right? She can be like, I need a ride, and I don't have a car, and I really need a ride. Oh, you're a hot chick? Oh, come on, this way. Give you a ride. The hot chick pass. Some of you ladies know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah? You don't have to pay. You just play. You don't have to pay. You're just like, you go to the grocery store. You go to the very expensive organic place. You get fill up your basket. You get up there and you go like, I don't have any money. What am I gonna do? We need a check here on the check stand. We need a checker. We've got a hot chick up here that needs her groceries paid for. Yeah. Anybody? There's always some guy that's gonna step up. Yeah, the hot chick pass. Ladies, by applause. Does the hot chick pass? Does that work? Guys, have you felt victim to the hot chick syndrome? For some reason, this happened to me. You'd be like, you're with a hot chick, and for some reason, by the end of the night, your wallet is just empty. You were like, how did that happen? She bought her friends got drinks. She got drinks. You're hypnotized, I call that booty hypnosis. You got to go to booty rehab after that. Spending all your money on hot chicks like that. That's strip clubs, right? Girls make the money on the strip on the pole. What? But you can't blame them. You can't blame them. So, next time you see a black man running, don't assume that he's the guy that did something that will cause your itchy trigger finger friend or somebody you know, or grandpa or grandma or grandpa, or somebody to like, oh, you shot the wrong guy. What did you shoot that guy for? I'm David Little. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. You ever try to stay awake and you can't do anything? I work near a Starbucks right now. What's the new thing right now at Starbucks? They got this gourmet coffee that's like $7. $7 for gourmet coffee. You know, I think the next new thing they're going to try to invent, they always got to have a new thing, right? Everybody's like, ooh, it's new. I think they're going to be selling cat naps at Starbucks. People will pay for it too, just like water. You know, we buy our water. We buy bottled water. They're going to come up with something like cat naps. You go to sleep for a little while. You wake up. You get woken up by a Samoan bouncer. You don't pay your bill. He has to break something. So if you sleep too long, you might also have to break something too. So it'd be like, thank you. We have some bouncers in the house. You ever have to wake up somebody? I had an ex-girlfriend one time. Sweetest thing. She was like, okay, I've got to go to work in the morning. Wake me up, okay? I said, okay. And I said, why you keep telling me, oh, wake up. When I woke her up, she was like, the devil. Get your effing hands off of me. I couldn't believe it. Some people are really evil. You don't even want to mess with waking them up. That's why when Starbucks puts in the cat nap little units where you're sleeping, they're going to have these bouncers. Okay, how would you like to handle this bill? Anybody having sex tonight? Anybody want to have sex tonight? Okay, y'all, look at the hands that went up. We got to do some networking here. Portland, Oregon leads the nation in online hookups. That made me wonder, does that mean that if you don't have a computer and you really like sex, that you're still screwed anyway? When you're a guy, you meet a lady in the club, somebody that you like, you gotta try to build a connection. She, I guess, starts interviewing you. She wants to know a little bit about you. I get women asking me, okay, well, what do you do? I said, well, I do comedy. And then with the woman, you gotta prove it, right? She said, well, make me laugh. And I started thinking, you know what? I gotta come up with a better, tagline other than I'm a comic, because that doesn't stimulate women. She might laugh, she might not laugh. But does that mean you're getting any? Probably not. So I'm going to turn the tables. I'm going to try, hey, ladies, how is this? What if I tell a woman I'm a porn star? Will she ask me to prove it? I'm thinking about trying that one. That curiosity. She'll just like sometimes we guys, we're looking at the woman, her breasts. Sometimes women look at her package. They do. It's okay. Human nature. There's always someone though in a group that's, I call it the family show, so I'll call him the blocker. The blocker. The one that's like, oh, I ain't had no sex in a long time. If I don't have no sex, ain't nobody having sex. You working on the ladies, you working it, maybe you're paying drinks and everything like that, and you do a little slow dance and everything like that, and then all of a sudden, they want to go to the restroom. What's up with that? They go to the restroom, and in there some woman in there is lobbying, ain't had none in a long time. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. You shouldn't know. Come out, go in the restroom, all hot and bothered, come out, cold as ice. What's up with that restroom?